Hello, potato, and welcome back to the 2022 California State Fair and Food Festival. This is our third and probably final visit here. It's our last chance to try out some foods and just take in the sights. And it is, as I'm recording this, it is Friday the 29th. So it is the beginning of the final weekend of the fair. We came on the first day, we came at the halfway point, we came now for the final weekend. If you're watching this on the day it comes out, then this is the last day of the fair. If you're watching it after the day this video comes out, the fair is over. But I'm sure, assuming it comes back next year, we'll come back next year as well. But since we are here, and it is our last time here, let's head on and find us some food. Because, I skipped lunch today, so I'm actually kind of hungry. So let's go find our last chance. Maybe hit a couple places we've already hit before. Maybe hit some new places. Let's get some food and, just soak in the atmosphere of the California State Fair one last time for 2022. Let's go. Is it slushy with a Y or slushies with an IE? Consistency, folks, consistency.
Precision Grill Team. Give them a great big hand, folks. Give them a great big hand. Once again, the Sacramento Sheriff Posse's Precision Grill Team. If you don't understand him,
Alright, so to start off, we've gone back to Soul on a Roll Sack, the Cajun food truck from our first video, and I picked up a Cajun chicken and rice bowl and a Cajun chicken po' boy with fries. Now, unfortunately, both of these are fairly heavily onion laden, which I will need to eat around. But our Cajun chicken here got some nice Cajun chicken breast. We got some of that. Some different slaw than we had on the Bayou Classic. This looks to be mostly, I don't know, maybe that broccoli stem and carrot. And then more of that sauce, probably like a remoulade sauce. And then our Cajun chicken rice. Got like a nice kind of a dirty rice thing going on here. Some corn in it. And again, some more big chunks of the Cajun seasoned chicken. So let's try some of that first. Try some of the chicken. Oh, and yeah, we got another wine slushie. And as you can see, it's still pretty warm out here, so it's melting pretty quickly. So let's try our chicken here. Very strongly flavored of like the bell pepper and the onion, which is not normally a thing I would go for, but let's try it with some of the rice. Get some of that, get that off of there. Some rice has a lot of peppers and stuff in here. Seeming a little bit that doesn't have a big chunk of onion or pepper or something. So there's the rice on its own. Again, very strongly flavored of the bell pepper and the onion. So if that's not a thing you like, this may not be the dish for you. I probably wouldn't get this again because I don't really care for those flavors all that much. The chicken's nice, but it is all just very much freaking flies. Very much taken over by the flavor of the onions and the bell pepper. Let's try the chicken on our po' boy here. Get some of that slaw on it. It's on a nice roll. A little bit smaller than the Bayou Classic, I think. Classic, I think, was on a bigger roll than this. Here's our chicken and our slaw. I like this one better. Even though it's got that same bell pepper and onion stuff all over it, it's not in the flavor of the chicken as much as it is over here. So I think I'm actually going to end up enjoying this one a lot more than this. We'll still eat both. And then of course we have fries with this one. So they have maybe like Old Bay or something on them. Give them a try. Those are pretty good. Probably should have tried some of the voodoo fries or something instead of maybe instead of the rice. But not bad. I definitely like this one better than that one. But let's finish eating these, have some more wine slushy, and find something else to eat. So it wouldn't really be a trip to the state fair, or at least a year at the state fair, if I didn't get at some point a Fat Daryl from Eat at Joe's. Basically, if you don't know what it is, Fat Daryl is normally in the past it's a little different this year. In the past, it's been either chicken strips or steak fingers, cheese sticks, and French fries on a hoagie, some lettuce, some tomato, which I'm going to take off because I don't care for tomato. Used to put mayonnaise on. Wow, that's a really thinly sliced tomato. I probably wouldn't notice if I left that on there. Usually used to put mayonnaise on it. They don't anymore, which is fine because I don't want that anyways. It does however feel like the Fat Daryl's lost a little weight. I feel like in my 2019 video when I had one of these, it had 3 chicken fingers and I think 4 cheese sticks on it, as well as the fries. I also feel like the roll was a little bigger back then too. Another change is it used to be, like I said, it was chicken or steak. Now it's chicken or pork. So I guess pork must be cheaper than steak, or at least even whatever steak they were using. Now, obviously, even in its reduced size, I still can't fold this over and eat it as a proper sandwich without eating some of the contents out of it first. So we'll just try everything separately because again, it is different than it was last time I had one. The chicken's just maybe a little bit different too. But let's try one of them on its own. Also got some barbecue sauce, because why not? Let's try chicken strip. Not bad. Not dried out. Some interesting flavoring in the battering. I'm sure it's just like a frozen chicken strip. Not something they've hand battered in there. But it's not bad. I could make these at home, couldn't I? But I never have. Let's try our cheese stick. Standard deep fried cheese stick. Nothing wrong there, assuming you like cheese sticks. And I feel like these might have been used to be like crinkle cut fries instead of shoestring ones. Yeah, they were definitely thicker fries back then, but these could be even crispier, maybe fry up a little faster. Let's give them a try too. Yep, that is very crispy, very thin. You don't really get the potato on the inside, which I kind of like in a fry, but it's nice and crispy. But yeah, it's a Fat Daryl. It's maybe not exactly the same Fat Daryl it used to be. It definitely is a little less fat of a Fat Daryl, but hey, they put it on a smaller bun to make it look a little bigger anyways. So yeah, it's I think after this maybe we'll try to find something sweet to eat. We've had some savory things. Now let's try a sweet thing. All right, so we've actually had a fair amount of savory stuff so far today. So I think it's time to break out the sweet. And much like the Fat Daryl, it's not a year at the State Fair if you don't get a funnel cake. And one of this year's food festival items is the Cinnamon Toast Crunch funnel cake. So it appears to be your basic funnel cake, whipped cream, powdered sugar. It's like vanilla pudding, but with Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal on it. So let's see if we can't try ourselves a bite of that, get everything into one bite, try it out as it is meant to be. There you go. Nice and close to the camera, not on the lens hopefully, but close to the camera. Give it a try. It's quite warm. The funnel cake, of course, is still warm. You get a good cinnamon flavor out of there. The pudding tastes not off, but like really strong vanilla pudding. Almost a little cheesecakey. It's kind of interesting. But yeah, it's not bad. It's certainly better than that pizza funnel cake we got back in 2019. That's for sure. Yep. For the food festival items, this one is a winner. Maybe not a cheesecake by Jeff the Chef, but still quite good. And again, you have to have a funnel cake when you come to the State Fair. We were trying to head inside, but it appears up here has a guard turkey. It's hiding now. It's probably going to jump out if I try to walk past him. Maybe if we're very, very quiet, maybe he'll let us pass. It's going to be very quiet. Is he under there? Do you see him? We've lost him. He's somewhere and he's definitely waiting to jump out at us. But I think we're almost clear. We're to the fire truck. We're going into Camp Smoky. So I think we're probably safe from that ferocious guard turkey. Let's take sort of for the last time this year, take one more stroll around the farm, and at sunset this time instead of first thing in the midday. Well, like the crack of noon last time. But I think this time the insect pavilion appears to be open. So let's go look at some bugs. Ultimately, these are the best way to see cockroaches, behind glass in somebody else's property. Better in there than in your home. Two-spotted assassin bugs. By the time you see them, you're already dead. The scorpion. Another one that's just better to have behind glass. Oh, it's a good thing we didn't come in any later. They're, I think, closing us in. I guess we better try to escape out the other side before it's too late. See, this is why you don't leave dishes in the sink overnight. We have a tarantula. And then we have a different kind of tarantula. Butterflies. Well, these are just a little less creepy, aren't they? Please don't tap on the glass. You might disturb the occupants. Well, looks like the blacksmith never did actually appear, but they did at least use the space for something. I think maybe they did that the little scavenger hunt thing that I commented on in the first video, them not doing. Maybe they did it after all and used that as the booth for it. Although I don't see the big flags up they usually have for the stamp stations. But at least they did something with the space, didn't just leave it empty and abandoned and missing its blacksmith. The creepy haunted gazebo, even creepier at sundown.
He's huge! You wouldn't have I grabbed his tail, he took off. Now remember, he can poke you on the sides. They have little pricky things. Don't grab them on the side. You can pet them this way, but don't go this way, okay? That's a sturgeon. They come from the shark family. They have no teeth. They're sturgeon, but they have no teeth.
I don't know why I like shooting video of just kind of walking through tunnel type structures. We found a garden quiz. I wonder if there were a bunch of these and we just missed them all. My leaves are thick and fleshy, which means I'm A, a vegetable, B, a succulent, or C, a herb. I feel like succulents are thick and fleshy, right? So let's see if I'm right. Succulent. We store more water in our leaves and stems. Yay. Who else likes native plants? I'm gonna guess native insects, gardeners, that crazy guy Bob who talks to plants? Let's find out. Because that's a very open-ended question, isn't it? And the answer is pollinators, like butterflies, bees, and hummingbirds. I honestly, unless there's like a theme to these questions, and since we just have only found 2 of them, we don't know the theme, I feel like there's no way I could have realistically gotten that answer. Guess this vegetable. Hint, the veggie is growing in the dirt. I'm guessing this vegetable is dead. What were the answers? Can you guess? This was apparently supposed to be a potato. This is meant to be garlic. This patch of dead soil is carrots. And over here we have radishes. And finally, this patch of barren earth is beets. I feel foolish for having not figured that out. Okay, so one more time, I'm gonna give $1 to our old buddy Zoltar here and see what our fortune holds for us.
Your small payment will reap great benefits if you listen to these words of wisdom from the all-knowing Zoltar. The best place to find a helping hand is at the end of your arm. Yes, you must work for happiness. So go on, take your 2 hands, get some money out of your pocket, and let Zoltar tell you more.
And our fortune And once again, I'm not going to read it on the camera, but you can feel free to pause it here. It has a lot of words on this one. I'm definitely not reading this one. Yeah, you can go ahead and pause this and read it yourself. But maybe we'll use these numbers for the Mega Millions if it doesn't strike again tonight. I seem to recall that these came out around the time of the special editions, when for some reason they had to make all the Star Wars characters like super buff and like roided out. I mean, roided out Chewie is just a little disturbing. I mean, that's what he should look like. And there's the figure. That's what Luke should look like. And there's the figures. He's so puffed up, he can't even hold his back, so he has to just kind of look up into the air. The 90s were a weird time. There's a biker gang roaming the fair. There's some gang called the Police. He's not on a proper bike though. He's got like an electric scooter bike thing going on. That's interesting. Okay, I'm freehanding this one again. We've gone for another, Balance Me Out coffee drink. This time it's called the Cool Clementine. The lady at the booth described it as a mocktail with espresso in it. I'm assuming it's kind of orange flavored. Unlike the caramel apple last time, this one is blended in together, so it's not that separation of espresso and apple cider. It's all mixed in with the espresso, and I think I started to put some honey in it, and obviously some sort of like a orange syrup or orange juice or something, clementine syrup or juice, I guess technically. So let's give it a try. Well, it's definitely a little different than the apple cider one. The dominant flavor is still the espresso, but you know, it's been a long evening, and I definitely could use a little caffeine kick. Is it better than the caramel apple? You know, I'm gonna say yeah. I'm gonna say it's a little bit better than the caramel apple. The caramel apple, of course, didn't actually have any caramel flavor in it. And this one, while it's predominantly the espresso, if you like hold it like on your tongue for a second, you do taste that orangey clementine juice. So yeah, pretty good, and hopefully give us the energy to make it through the rest of the evening, and then safely on the drive home. And the biker gang here seems to be enjoying the Jack Daniels pavilion programming. So I guess maybe we'll watch a little of that too. Drink our cool clementine, and I don't know, move on. We'll move on. Everyone loves a Slinky. Let's see if we can make them race. Ready? And I think our pink one there was the definite winner there. Cuidado, las llamas. Would you like to say anything to the kids at home? No comment? Your hair looks very nice. Oh, do you want to say something? No, you just want to be on camera? Okay, well, you're on camera. You're now YouTube favorites. Literally ones of people will watch your video here. Oh, so that got your attention, huh? So apparently these are dorpers. I mean, they do look a bit dorpy to me. Sheep facts. Sheep have best friends. Sheep and shepherds are mentioned 247 times in the Bible. There are approximately 1 billion sheep worldwide and 900 different breeds. Also, they wear blankets to keep their wool clean. I see you got it figured out, huh? Just hold the bag open so you can sit there and eat, not even stand up. It's clever. You're a clever animal. Fun bit of trivia, at least I think so. This is the big farm building here with all the livestock in it. My SAC Anime Winter 2020 video was shot in the same exact building. Yep, just I guess different kind of animals. These ones like biological animals, and SAC Anime more of the furry variety. All right, I think I'm about done. I think the fair is just about beat me. We did try one more thing. So my wife didn't care for the cool clementine so much. Tasted a little more of espresso and too little of clementine. So she said try one other thing from Wing Mahal. She picked up an iced chai latte. So I think probably the last thing we're gonna try at the fair. I'm gonna try the Wing Mahal iced chai latte. Smells like chai. And what is that? It's got. My wife described it as floral. I don't think floral is almost maybe licoricey. A little spicy. I mean, it tastes like most other like chais I've tried, but there's like a higher, some other high note to it that I can't quite identify. It's not bad though. It's yeah, I think to me it's like a little licoricey. Yeah, I get some ginger in there too, but there's something else. It's not. That's not. Is it? Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it's gingery. It's not bad though. I don't think it's floral. I think you're not. Could be cardamom, but I think you're right. I think it's ginger I'm tasting. But that's not bad. But I still have to finish my cool clementine. So while I do that, I think we'll call this an end to the 2022 California State Fair and Food Festival. And so yeah, first year back since the world ended in 2020, and I feel like it does show. I feel like things like the midway and for the most part the food are about on par with what they used to be, but things like the commercial buildings are definitely way lacking. The art exhibits, I mean, I feel like they're lacking, but I kind of feel like they've been moving that direction for years. Even in 2019, you know, the room that used to have like rabbits and chickens and stuff, it was down to pretty much just chickens. And this year, of course, it's gone entirely. And I mean, there's still plenty of entertainment if you want to sit around and watch people do covers of songs and stuff, and plenty of food. And the hypnotist was here and all the usual stuff, but it does feel a little bit like this was maybe a dress rehearsal for next year. But hopefully next year things will be a little more like they used to be, or at least maybe different in a better way. Still a good time, but maybe not everything it has been in past years. Of course, that could also just be my own memory playing tricks on me. But I feel like since we are at the end here, discuss a little bit of all the food that we've tried here over these 3 videos, the favorite things and the most disappointing things. Now, my favorite savory item that we tried, for me, hands down, the beef stew pie from Bula Pies Fiji. That was absolutely my favorite savory item we tried. What about you?
The pizza.
The Uncle Johnny's pizza?
Yeah.
That was really good too, yeah. I just really like that pie, but yeah, Uncle Johnny's. I'm gonna put Uncle Johnny's for me in 3rd place. 2nd place is the Bayou Classic Po' Boy from Soul on a Roll Sack. The stuff I tried in this video was still good, but not as good as that Bayou Classic one. Now the best sweet thing for me, I think my favorite of the sweet items was that pistachio cheesecake from Cakes by Jeff the Chef. I really like cheesecake. It had a little tartness to it. It was a fairly generous sized piece, and I think that the pistachio went with it really well.
Mine was the strawberry mango Moscato wine slushy.
The slushy was definitely good. That I think that's the only thing we actually did buy twice. We went to places more than once, but the Moscato slushy is the only thing we actually did buy that one thing a second time. And now, conversely, disappointments. Now, my biggest personal disappointment is something that actually wasn't in the video. It was something we tried on the first day, and it was a Milo's corn dog. Now, I didn't even bother recording it. It was just, you have to have a corn dog, but it was just like a basic corn dog like you get from Hot Dog on a Stick. It was not like, I think it was like Crazy Carl's monster corn dogs that I usually get. Crazy Carl wasn't here. I could be getting that name wrong. It's in the first video from last year, if you want to look at the correct name of it. Well, not last year, 2019, the last fair. But yeah, that Milo's corn dog, it tasted like it had just been sitting there in the window for a while. It tasted kind of stale. It was not an ideal corn dog. It wasn't Crazy Carl. It certainly wasn't a Pronto Pup. It was my biggest disappointment of the fair.
Same.
So yeah, the Milo's corn dog. The one thing I didn't bother videoing, and hey, I guess it was a good thing I didn't. But yeah, I think we'll end it here on the Kids Park Midway, enjoying our caffeinated beverages to give us the energy to get home. And yeah, it was different. It was maybe not as good as 2019, but I mean, it could have been a lot worse. Again, it did feel a lot like a dress rehearsal, but there's still a lot of fun to be had. Definitely bring money. The food, I feel like the food is more expensive this year, and I know inflation and all, but I do feel like I was paying like Disney park prices for some of the food. But for the most part, it was good. So yeah, we'll wrap it up here. I hope you found this all interesting and entertaining. If you did, go ahead and give the video a like. And again, if you're watching this the day it comes out, it is the last day of the fair. If you're watching it after, July 31st, then the fair is already over, and well, you can live vicariously through these videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, hopefully back in the temperature controlled void space.